for you guys to get to see him eat a little snack. Now these are chicken necks, and like I said, this is just a very small snack. Sometimes she won't even eat it because it's chicken, it's not her favorite. Both of their favorite is turkey, and that's what they get for breakfast and dinner. So big turkey necks, along with like crunchy food for carnivores. So basically like crunchy food you feed your cats at home, but it's a little bit bigger and it's specially made for carnivores. So you can see a really big difference in size. That's pretty typical for Siberian tigers. The females stay pretty small. And Aiden here weighs about 500 pounds, and Nadia weighs about 250 pounds, maybe close to 300. Now, he might get a little bit bigger. His dad wasn't as big as some tigers can get. So he might get about 600 pounds, and that's pretty much it. The largest male Siberian tiger ever recorded was about 850 pounds. So that's a really big cat. Imagine him plus like 300 pounds. So that was a really big cat. Right now, Aiden stands about 10 feet high on his hind legs, so that's just about double me. And an 850-pound cat probably stood about 12 feet high, which is up to that light post up there.
Wow.
On his hind legs. So those are some pretty big tigers. Now, like I said, the females stay pretty small, so we don't expect Nadia to get too much bigger. Now, they've both been declawed in the front. We did that when they were really small, but they do both have those huge canine teeth. You guys can especially see. Show everybody your teeth. So that makes them very dangerous. We stopped going in with them when he was about 150 or almost 200 pounds, because that's a big cat. To knock you down, you're pretty much not going to get back up if he knocks you down and starts playing. They are really sweet. They're very well behaved, but they're pretty much a no contact animal. We don't go in with them anymore. They're trained to go in their house for dinner and bedtime back there, and they have separate bedrooms. You can see that he's getting a little bit more right now. But he's still growing. He's a little bit bigger. He does need to eat a little more. But at night we make sure that they get separate bowls and that she gets plenty to eat. And you can also tell if she's not starving. So in the morning they come out here and eat their breakfast, and then they get a couple of snacks throughout the day. So all in all, they eat about 10 to 15 pounds of meat every single day.
Wow.
That was delicious.
They have a high regard for that electric fence, I see.
Yes, they're very smart about it. They don't like getting shocked. Sometimes, it doesn't happen too often, but sometimes when they're playing, they'll kind of throw each other into the fence, and then they'll get really mad at each other for the other one for throwing them in. They do communicate quite a bit. If you guys heard, when I first walked up, they were chuffing, which is kind of how they blow air out their mouths. And that's how big cats purr. The largest cat that can purr is a cheetah. So that's how lions and tigers kind of say they're happy. They also were whining. You can hear, well, he was doing it too, but she's really good at whining. That's her favorite. And they roar sometimes, especially when they're playing, if they kind of hit each other too hard or something. Also, when we let them out for breakfast, we give them 2 piles of meat. So usually what happens is, whichever one she decides is hers, then he decides, actually that's his. So he goes over to it, kind of smacks her, roars at her, and then she'll go to the other pile.
What do you do? Close off the area, put out the meat, and then open the area back up, or gate or
Yeah,
something?
yeah. It's all shift cages. Yep. So they don't roar too often, but sometimes they play. They fight like brother and sister would. They don't ever get too aggressive.
How did you end up getting a job here, and how hard was that to do?
It depends. If like in the summertime, we hire a lot more. So I got my job here like 3 summers ago, and then just kind of kept it.
Yeah, there you go.
You have to have a little bit of experience, and everybody here pretty much either has a biology degree or some kind of animal science degree, or is working towards it. So.
Excellent.
You guys have any more questions about the tigers or anything?